frequencies. You are locked into the most mind-bending dimension in audio media. Pull that mic in close. Strap your headphones on tight. It is time to enter the matrix of raw, unfiltered conversation. The Joe Logan Show.
Jamie, can you pull that up? Welcome back to the Joe Logan Experience. I'm sitting here with Silas, a dude who literally grew actual ram horns out of his skull at 15 because of a cursed warlock tattoo. That is wild, man. So Silas, you're 15, you've got no hair, you've got these crazy orange skin patterns. What was the exact moment you realized you were being hunted? Like, when did you find the first glyph?
Look, Joe, I was 15 and fucking terrified. I spent weeks hiding under a hoodie, just trying to look like a normal New York kid. But the magic doesn't care about your feelings. I was walking past a crumbling brick alleyway in the East Village when my arm started burning like liquid asphalt. I pulled up my sleeve, and one of my goddamn tattoos was actively pointing at a symbol freshly scorched into the brickwork. It was my first fucking glyph, man. And that symbol was a literal tracking beacon, leading me straight to a female demon guardian. Hey, can I smoke a joint in here?
That is completely insane, man. So you're standing in a grimy East Village alley, your arm is actively glowing like a dashboard, and a symbol is literally burning itself into the brickwork right next to you. That's wild. What happened when the beacon fully activated? Like, did the female demon just manifest out of thin air? Or did she crawl out from the sewer grate? What did she look like?
She didn't crawl, Joe. She hunted. The moment the glyph fully blazed, the temperature in the alley dropped to absolute fucking zero. The street steam instantly froze into ice crystals. Then, the shadows at the end of the lane literally detached themselves from the goddamn walls. Out stepped this imposing, towering female demon guardian. She had pale, obsidian-tinted skin, jet-black predatory eyes, and massive curved horns that mirrored mine. She didn't look like an animal, she looked like royalty. A gothic warrior queen sent by the pits to drag me back on my leash. And she was fucking beautiful as fuck.
Dude, that is terrifying. A gothic warrior queen just tracking you down in a frozen alleyway like an apex predator. Man, you're 15 years old. You've never been in a real fight, and you're staring down royalty from the pits. What did you even do? Did you just run? Or did those crazy warlock tattoos automatically protect you? How did you survive that first clash?
Running wasn't an option, Joe. She was too fast. She lunged forward, her obsidian claws cutting through the air like razor blades. My body just reacted on pure adrenaline. I threw my hands up defensively, and my unbreakable will completely overrode the warlock's original curse. Instead of forcing me to submit, my neon orange tattoos erupted, unleashing a massive defensive shockwave of raw orange plasma energy right across the wet cobblestones. It slammed directly into her, creating a blinding flash of multicolored embers that cracked the alley walls and bought me just enough seconds to slip away into the subway system.
That is completely mental, man. You just blasted a literal gothic warrior queen with raw orange energy from your hands. At 15? That is wild. So you disorient her. She's recovering from the blast. What do? Where do you even run when you look like a demonic creature in 1980 seconds Manhattan? Like, you can't exactly hop in a yellow cab, right?
Exactly, Joe. You don't call a cab when you've got ram horns tearing through your head. The streets were an immediate death sentence, so I sprinted 2 blocks blind, found a rusted, chained-up entrance to an abandoned subway line off Bowery Street, and ripped the chains right out of the concrete with that freaky tattoo strength. I plunged straight down into the pitch-black tunnels. That was the very first time I stepped into the subterranean transit tracks. It was dark. It smelled like stale sulfur and old iron, and it was the only place in New York City where a monster like me could actually blend into the shadows.
That is far out, man. So you're 15, you just blew up an alleyway with magic, and you dive headfirst into the pitch-black abandoned subway tunnels just to survive. That is pure survival mode. What was it like down there in 1980? Like, was it just regular urban decay, or did you immediately start seeing the crossover from the demonic underworld?
It wasn't just dust and rats, Joe. The deeper I walked down those old track beds, the more the environment started shifting. The 1,980 concrete and rusted steel began merging with ancient black stone blocks and pointed Gothic archways. My neon orange tattoos were acting like a compass, glowing brighter the further down I went. And then I realized I wasn't alone. In the shadows of the abandoned train tunnels, I could see hundreds of glowing crimson eyes blinking from the darkness. The demonic refugees, the fallen angels, they were all down there living and hiding, watching this weird, horned human kid wander into their sanctuary.
That is just completely mind-blowing, man. You're 15, standing right at the border where a modern New York transit line literally warps into an ancient Gothic underworld city, surrounded by hundreds of hidden demons. That is a whole different level of reality. Jamie, can you look up if there are any ancient masonry maps of the Bowery lines? Folks, that is all the time we have for today. Stay tuned for part 3 next week because this story is getting absolutely out of control. Peace out.
That night was the exact moment the kid from Queens died, Joe. Standing there on those tracks, looking into those glowing crimson eyes, I didn't feel fear anymore. I realized the surface world was over for me, but this dark, ancient underbelly, this was a place where a freak with ram horns could actually become a king. The warlock's curse wanted me to be a weapon, but the underground showed me how to be a hunter. Next week, I'll tell you about the first time I actually crossed the border into the city gates to claim my seat. See you then.
Silas, rise from the flame. Silas, searing the ancient name. The book of Silas. The book of Silas.
Igniset ferum, sanctum bellum, exur vindicta contra tenebras. The crown is in dust, a kingdom of shadow, a scepter of rust. They march from the valleys where daylight has died. The banners of malice, the legions of pride. The ground begins shaking, the sky turns to ash, as steel meets the dark in a thundering crash. No mercy is granted, no parley is made. The balance is hanging on one final blade. Hold the line through the night. The fortress is breached, the monsters are howling, the dogmas they preached. But courage is forged in the heat of the flame. We die on our shields, but we honor the name. The blood of the righteous runs deep in the soil, while cauldrons of fury and hatred boil. No mercy is granted, no parley is made. The balance is hanging on one final blade. Hold the line through the night. Where the demons collide.
it today.
Are you a musician who hates the tedious chore of actually practicing your instrument? Does playing live music feel way too much like hard work? Not anymore. Introducing the Backing Track 2026 MK3, the only musical apparatus that replaces your entire band with a single glorious MP3 file. With our patented Lip Sync Pro technology, you can drink a glass of water while hitting a high C. Your fans will never know. And honestly, they don't care. Fire your drummer! Fire your bassist! The MK3 doesn't complain about royalties. The Backing Track 2026 MK3 because talent is temporary, but a pre-recorded WAV file is forever. Are your feelings hurt? They should be. Don't be a simp. Oops, too late.
Yeah, you think you look cool on the stage tonight, but the censor knows your talent is incredibly light. Flip 'em off, look around, aliens in the space. We don't need chords when we got a stank face.